Hi guys, I'm back out again. This time I'm at a secret location. I've been invited up here by Jimmy at his permission to do a bit of wild camping. There's going to be a few people here. There's going to be Jimmy and Rooney. Mountain Hopper's going to be here. All good channels, by the way. I'll put links in the description, so go and check them out, guys. Whoop! Whoop! I tried sneaking in. I see you left a mark, Alec.
Hey, how you doing, gringo?
Well, it's been a while since I've been out.
Aye.
I've set my camp up. I didn't do a time lapse or anything like that. I didn't film it because it started to rain and I was panicking a little bit. So I'll give you a look now. I'll show you how I'll be sleeping tonight. I'm in the Hunker bivvy. That's a small version. I can't get a sleeping mat inside. That's the only drawback with the small version. And what I should have done, to be honest with you, was to buy the extra large to begin with. But you know, this is really for ultra light, like backpacking. I use it in the mountains in the summertime, and you know, I can get away with a 30 litre bag basically. I've got the bug net for later. What I should do basically, in case there's any creepy crawlies or ticks, let's just roll that forward a little bit, stop any spiders crawling in. I know it's going to be warm enough for the crivet. You know, if it does get a hole, it'll offer us some protection if this goes flat, because I don't truly trust inflatable mattresses. So that's about as simple as it gets for me, guys. I'm in the bivvy under the tarp, and I've gone for the A-frame configuration, mainly because I had those rings attached to it. I thought if it's going to rain, I might as well have more dwelling area. I can cook under it as well. I've got these cheap carabiners, and they are cheap, like it was like a pack of 20 or something, or blooming pennies to buy. I wish I'd gone for higher quality ones because they are rubbish. I've got it all quick release, so if I was sure it wasn't going to rain, I could slide the tarp all the way along to the end or remove it, but leave the ridge line up just in case, you know, because I might want to hang things off it. And I'm using this like it's paracord. It's like 5 strands, so it's not like 550 strength. It's like 2.5 mil thickness. I bought a spool of it, 50 meters. It wasn't cheap, but I thought I'll make some guy lines out of it. I'm not going to waste it on like shutter building or anything like that. But it's just very simple setup. And being in this configuration, I've got maximum dwelling area, and when I'm lying down on the ground, I can still see 360 degrees around me. Food wise, I'll show you, I've got some ration packs, just convenience. As far as for cooking goes, I've used it before, you've probably seen it in the previous video. And I've got the adapter, and I'm running the summer gas. And before I was clued up on the gas, the bottles were feeling full, and I was using them in the winter, and I'm thinking, but there's hardly any gas coming out, and I didn't realise it's butane is no good in the winter. The butane protein mix in the same kind of canister as this is a lot cheaper than the conventional, you know, the big canisters that you normally see. There's a wasp down there. There it is. You didn't want one of them crawling in your sleeping bag. That's why I've got it rolled up, just in case. You know, I've been bivvying before, you know, and I've put my hand out and I've touched the ground and I felt a slimy slug, and it's a horrible sensation. Things that never used to bother us in the past, like the bugs and ticks, is starting to bother us now. And I suppose I may be getting soft in my outlet, but I'm starting to like wanting to prefer sleeping in a tent. But you know what it is, guys, when you're in a tent, you see the inner fly, you don't see the outside, and there's just something about bivvy camping. It was years ago when I first got into it. I was camping up in the Cheviot Hills, and it was the first time I ever bivvy camped. It chucked it down and it was exhilarating, you know, lying in the bag, and the rain was lashing off the fabric. I was just praying it didn't leak. And you notice I didn't get wet. I only got wet when I climbed out. It was fantastic. And you know what it was? I woke up, or when the rain stopped, opened up the bivvy, and I seen a stag running up the side of the fell, and I thought I wouldn't have seen that if I'd been in a tent. And I've probably told you that story before, but it was just, that cemented my love for bivvying. It was just a fantastic experience. that's it, guys. What I'll do is I'll give you a look around everybody else's setups, because that kind of, they've got similar setups. Only Rooney's in a tent. He's glamping. And that's Mountain Hopper's setup, and he's in a similar situation as me. He likes the tarp and the bivvy, but he's got the Hunter extra large, which, like I said before, that's the one I should have got in the beginning, which I now own. But yeah, it's not much difference in size, to be honest with you, in weight. The weight is negligible. And that's Rooney's setup. And as you can see, he's glamping. But you know what it is, right? I must be thick, but I don't even know where the entrance is. Right, well, we'll have a look at that. I'm not going to open his tent up, that would be cheeky. You might have a blow-up doll in there or something.
I'll give you the password for later on, Damien, you know what I mean? It's like so many knocks and whistles and all that, and the door just automatically open up.
Open sesame.
Yeah.
Have you got your blow-up sheep in there, or your blow-up doll?
Well, you'll have to come and find out later on, just you.
Yeah, I'll set up, mate.
Aye, I thought I'd come run and start tarting shade.
Aye, I'm just about to open up my first beer because I'm dying of thirst. I've made you a chair, look. So it's nice and flat, so you can just put your mat on it.
Oh, that's brilliant, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome, mate.
I was just going to have a quick look at your setup.
Aye.
I thought this was your setup, then I realised
this is what, social area?
Feel free to interfere with anything that you need to.
You're very organised, you are, mate.
Aye,
Yeah.
well, we're trying to be. We've got all the firewood done, prepped, loads of big massive logs in the back there.
Rooney be good because I'm pissed up your back and giving you compliments, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But I learned stuff from your videos.
Right, do you? Oh, that's great.
You see, like so these here?
Yeah.
This is to cut your 6-inch toenails later on, Damien, because I know you haven't been trimming them, you know what I mean? Just like when I like stroking feet, you see.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, I like to have manicured toenails when I'm doing it, you know. Don't like any of this like fungal infection going on and all that, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, you see these eco fire friendly dragonflies?
Aye.
Great for sterilising feet.
Oh.
Aye, you rub your feet in them. I use them on my hands normally, like before pre-cook and all that.
They're very eco-friendly then.
Oh yes, they're very good for clean your hands. Just the same as what they've got in the what's it called? The sanitizer, hand sanitizer, same stuff.
Yeah.
Just clean your hands, but really good for sterilising in between toes and all that, you know. Just gets a bit of fungal juice going on and all that, you know.
Aye. We'll have a look at Jimmy's setup. You see Jimmy's gone for the same kind of setup there, but he's in the stratosphere. Absolutely belter bivvy that, like. And I think he's got the DD tarp as well. Very well organised. That's his air washing line. What I love with tarps, you know, you can have them set up any way you want. You know, you're only limited by imagination. Now the stratosphere, you know, technically you didn't need to have a tarp, but what I found is I was camping in the hills and I was using one, and it was like it was in the clag. It was like misty and it was like a very fine rain. And you know what it was, right? I couldn't vent it obviously because it was like rain, you know, but I still got soaking wet, and because my condensation wasn't passing through the membrane because it was probably 100% humidity, and I think you've got to have like less humidity on the outside for the air to wick through, if that's the moisture to wick through, if that's the right term. But I still got wet, and I was in a downfill sleeping bag, and basically me sweat, me perspiration, that's a big word, isn't it? Perspiration, that was basically dripping back onto me sleeping bag. And it got obviously when down gets wet it doesn't insulate, so I got a cold night that night.
3, 2, 1. Right, hi everybody. Time's ticking now, like it's about 5:45 at night. The lads have been collecting a bit more wood. We've got a canny bit now, like, to be quite honest, but I'm going to get the fire going because we need to get it sorted so Rooney can start cooking tea. There we go. So we've got that going there, and then I should have got this out first, like, but we can just let that burn because it's just like a candle wax type stuff on it. And then I've got some bits of birch bark there, and I'm just going to set them alight. Once them are gone, put that out, make sure it's gone, put that to one side, and then just get some twigs, put the twigs on. and that's what fire going. And then let Rooney do his magic with a bit of cooking.
Have we got enough cameras on the situation?
We have, aye. It's like being in a paparazzi site, isn't it? We've got like 3 cameras on the go, 4 lights or something.
Probably make my mediocre ones look a bit better, won't it?
Have you got anything to say, Rooney?
Trying different things.
I've just been told by everybody I've been victimised to be quiet.
I want to hear about your curry base, because I know that's a sign of a good cook, that like.
Well, I'll personally tell you, because you're the first YouTuber that's ever asked me, Rooney, what's in your curry base? And I will gladly tell you about this new technique that I've applied to it, because I'm doing it for the first time. But the problem is, I don't know what the final result's going to be, because I've never tasted it.
Because it's called experimentation.
Yes. So what I've done is, instead of cooking my curry base over a period of 2.5 hours, I've actually cooked it in a pressure cooker to get a quick curry base. So this could be a first for me, in a way of like spending 30 minutes on normal release to give us the ultimate curry base.
But sometimes the best cooks take risks, right? Risk reaps reward, and I think, like, you know what I mean, or you've got a foundation, a base, right, of being a good cook to begin with, right? I'm not trying to lick your arse too much, but you know what I mean.
No.
If you invite us into your tent later, that might happen, you know.
You know what you're doing. But on that, right?
I'm feeding into it, aren't I?
At some point,
feeding them malnutrition, you know.
this is one of the things, right? Is obviously after we've talked about what.
The crack's
you're a
getting
deviant,
worse.
Damien. You're a deviant.
Yeah, I'm on.
Right. So what we're doing here is this water is starting to get to the perfect temperature. So what we're going to do is put a bit of what's that stuff called?
It's called fire.
No, it's a bit of cinnamon, right?
Right.
Then we're going to put in a star anise,
right.
And then what we're going to do is put in some cardamom pods. We're putting them in, right? Ooh, I've got one there. These have all been pre-cracked. So basically what I did was I got my butt cheeks and I squashed them very hard, and they popped the thing.
You must have tight butt cheeks, have you?
Oh, very, very, very tight. You can ask the doctor what she said last week. And then finally, where are the, you can barely see these, cloves. This is to keep away the vampires. And what we're doing is making flavoured water, and what we're going to do is actually
you're a bit of a guru, you are, you know.
What we're going to do is boil the rice in this, so the rice should have a nice subtle flavour.
Any gossip?
Do you know the reason why
I'm just enjoying the fun.
Do you know why he's called Mountain Hopper 57?
I haven't got a clue.
He's had 57 space hopper children. You know,
I thought you were going to say
on and bounce on and all that.
going off your logic, right?
Are hanging up your pockets, man.
Going off your logic, right? I thought you were going to say he's had 57 male friends.
Hopping on him. He's had 57 blokes hopping on top of him, giving him a good rogering.
Cut!
Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to give another layer of flavour to what chicken tikka masala.
You don't make sense. Morning. Had a beautiful night's sleep. Woke up, I heard people talking, opened my eyes, and I seen a beautiful sunrise through the trees. A couple of wasps buzzing around us. And you know what it is? It's no good. I've put off the inevitable, I've got to get up. So I'd just rather get it over and done with. I could just go back to sleep. But people are already packing away to leave. I don't want to be ignorant and just sleep for the rest of the day. I would love to extra few hours sleep, but oh, I don't know. I'm waffled. I've really got much crack first thing in the morning. But time to get up. Well, that's me all packed up. I'll go and say ta-da. This is going to be a very short video because I've hardly done any filming that I can remember, you know.
Just thought about these firelighters. I'm just sanitising my hands before I get Jimmy's other bits out and do something with them, you know what I mean?
Sorry.
I had that hard boiled.
I better get before
you can't take them anywhere. Tiny bit of fucking water, man. Don't worry about that, just didn't stand on the pot.
Sorry.
You always break something when Damien comes, you know.
I'm as much use of as a chocolate fire guard.
Remember that expensive grilling pot holder that I bought? The first time I stuck it in the ground, Damien falls on it and bends.
That still haunts me to this day, you know, when I think of that.
70 quid up this spout. No, it'll work, sorry mate.
It bent back, didn't it? I've
done it round Rooney's head, didn't we?
Would you like a bit of cinnamon and some cardamom pods as a gesture of like cooking prowess?
I wouldn't even know what to do with them, to be honest with you. You drop them into water, didn't you? In hot water.
Oh, great, sticking them up your nose, it gives you like clarity and all that. It makes you think of spicy little...
Can you smoke it? Will it get you high? Not that I'm into that sort of thing, by the way.
Might give you a bad throat.
You know, I hate long farewells and all that. There's the fire, it's gone out.
Right, until next time, Damien.
It's actually still going, mate. It's got a lot of nice embers. That's what I like about this woodland.
You could get it going again, couldn't you, from that?
Alright, yeah, let's just contaminate like the rest of me lungs and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah, big. It's snowing!
See, that'll catch like that.
Because you're a responsible wild camp as well, you'll always chuck water on it, won't you?
I've got a stream running down there, mate, so I always keep an empty plastic bottle, and I put about 8 bottles of water on the area.
So for any of you whingers on you armchair bushcrafters, I think you know it all, that's kind of criticise them. They always put the fires out properly at the end of the day, because they're sensible wild campers.
Yeah, you know it makes sense. Yeah.
You know it makes sense. So thank you for inviting me to your...
I was going to do a Jimmy Savile thing there, like, but no, he's the wrong type of person to get on your videos.
Do your Gary Glitter impersonation.
That's Rolf Harris.
Rolf Harris. Hey, they're all coming to won't work on there.
Please, Jim, can you fix it for me to meet Gary Glitter?
Come and say my name, we'll talk about it.
Now then. Ooh.
Do you want to be a my gang?
Two little boys had 2 little toys, each had a wooden horse.
Tie the kangaroo down, sport 2 little boys. Something going off there, like, isn't that?
Yeah, that's going to have to be a lot of stuff cut up this video, isn't it? Look, that's quite funny, I'll leave that bit in.
Right, anyway, it's been nice seeing you. I'll catch you in 6 months.
Thank you for inviting me to your secret location somewhere in Northumberland.
The secret woodland.
Right, I'll get away.
Scotland.
Right, and that's me finished.
Yeah, lad.
Aye. Thank you. Bye. You know it makes sense.
Jimmy, shut the door behind you, mate.
I will do.
5 was found in your back pocket.